Hello there. So yeah, it's Daniel here, man. Today was a day of a lot of emotions. Woke up, I trained. Was a good session, very good session of training. So I had to go to not my past company, but like it's one of the company, like their partner, like to get my commissions. So I got there and fuck man, like I was expecting like I did the math. I was supposed like ideally I was supposed to get like 300, 400 bucks. But like I was thinking that I would get like 150, 160. I got 90 bucks. 90, 90, 90, 90 bucks. 90 bucks. 90, 90 bucks. And like I was very upset. But I wasn't surprised. I was like, okay, yeah, I would expect that. So like I got 90 bucks and then there's like 20 of Ubers. So like the net of that was like 70 bucks. In total like was 130 bucks, if you add the 44 the 44 bucks I got in January. I was just like I wasn't like yeah, I was kind of angry, but I was just shit, you know? And well, I didn't went to the court. No, it's notary. I was looking about the thing of my name to change it. Well, there's money. Oh, like I was expecting that, but yeah, like the money's not so much of the problem. The problem is getting the documentation to do that. Anyway, uh, so I also bought some skincare products. Yeah, I'm cute. I'm fancy. I got back, and I was supposed to have this call with this colleague of mine from High Ticket. He didn't show, so I was applying for this offer that my friend sent me, and then I had a conversation with the owner of the offer that I am right now, no, my partner, and I was just straight up like I was thinking about using script to negotiate, but I was like no, I'm just gonna be straight up, and so I told him, I explained, and I said, yeah, man, I need a base salary. And he said, how much? I said, it's X. And he was like, okay. Like I wasn't expecting that, so that was really good. And like, because I was vulnerable. Like I told him, like, they started, like, all that shit. And then he shared with me, like, it was pretty much the same shit, but he was making more in this offer, and then he had to leave the offer, and then he entered in this new company, like was half the salary, and like they had this shit of tied commission, so like with his sales, he was supposed to compensate his base salary. Like it's completely, garbage and confusing and disingenuous. Like same shit with me, fucked up by company, he got fucked up by the company just like me, and then like that really. So, fuck, I can breathe a little now. So, with that, like, we had the group call, and, like, he just built a lot of things. Like, with the resources that I sent him, like, he had a base of how to do it. And, like, he's just awesome. Like, I couldn't dial today because, like, he was still setting up the things with the CRM. But, and I was just thinking, like, shit, man. Damn, you know? Like I'm very skeptical, because I got very disappointed. Even though I'm young, uh, but like I was just naive as fuck. Like even like for a child, like those dumb child, like this kid is so dumb, so naive, like shit. I was this type of kid, and because of that, I was always disappointed, always, Always trusting people, and that fucked me up, because like, there are people who are mean, and that's one thing. And then, like, the reality doesn't give a shit. So I was so naive, like, the reality would fuck me up. But then, like, I was getting more, thicker skin. But then destiny, whatever. I got into some situations that people did bad things. Not necessarily they were bad people, but and I trust them. And then, like, this happened over and over and over and over again from people who I consider close to me. So with that, I got this. I had to create this coping mechanism of not trusting anyone and always not having expectations about anything, because most of the times, if not all the times that I had an expectation, I got fucked up. So I was like, I prefer to be very skeptical, very annoying, and just see reality as it is. Not be optimistic or pessimistic. Just consider all possibilities. Now, three possibilities. This could go, really bad. This could go like normal. Like, yeah, I mean, the most realistic outcome, and this could be go, and this could like very like great. Like, whoa, you know. And so yeah, like, regardless of the outcome, I'm gonna, no, for like each outcome, I'm gonna develop a plan of next step. I'm gonna develop next steps. So with that, I'm prepared, for most of the things. There's always black swamps, things you can predict. Yeah, like I was saying, there's always black swamps, things you can predict, but you know, it's just life happens. So you know, well, getting back to the thing, like, I'm satisfied. I'm kind of happy, that I got this base, but like, I will only like really believe that once I see the money on my bank account, and then I can use the money. That's when I'm gonna really be, really satisfied. Now it's just like, it's cool and all, but I have to see the money first, and then I'll think about it. And then, like, I had this call with this friend of mine, from high ticket sales again, and like, he's needing some help, to move. He wants to move here to Brazil, and we went on talking, and then, like, he explained his plans for me. You know, he need a partner and things like that. And then he said, like, yeah, man. No, I told him, like, just kidding. I was like, yeah, maybe we could get married. And then, like, he came with this plan that it's not like marriage, but like, it's a stable union. So, like, you don't have to do anything, any weird shit, like, no intimacy or uh, yeah, sex, this type of shit. No, it's just like, you're living together. It's more like it's splitting the bill. Like, you know. And then, like, after some consideration, I'm like, okay, I'm in. You know, like, of course there's a lot of things to consider, but I'm in, man. And there's also risk, not always risk, but if we don't take action, if we don't do anything, nothing's gonna change. And like, now I'm seeing that, yeah, because I was talking with them and talking with my partner from the offer, and then there's like this other, I call her my mom from high ticket, and then I asked about her, like, how you're doing, and then, like, yeah, she's doing great. I'm glad, and I explained to her, like, what I'm doing and all, and like, she sent me, like, this group, like, yeah, send a message to this person, tell him, like, I refer you, and she said, just take action and be brave. And then, like, there's my friend today, I talked with him, and he was very happy when I mentioned to him, like, the thing of the base salary, and he was like really cheering cheering for me. And I was like, shit, man. Maybe now I'm starting to, developing these connections, and like it's not so much of the networking of, yeah, there's business, like make money, but like all of that was only possible because I kept moving forward. And like it's good, it's good to have support, but like my concern is like I'm always gonna have this voice, Castro, talking with me because I didn't have any of that. Like the reason why I'm here today is because I was alone and like I was doing the self talk. Like now that I'm getting this kind of approval and like and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. But like the main thing is me like keeping telling myself, keeping reminding myself that the work needs doing. And like that like just no out of nowhere, out of the blue, things can just disappear. People can just go away. Like already happened. So, and when that, it's not a matter if, it's a matter of when. When that happens, I must, keep moving forward. And like, I, I, I always have to, be reliant on myself. Like, yeah, it's good, to have people and all of that, but the only certainty that I have is that I'm gonna die with this body and with this mind, with this consciousness of mine. So, if that's the only certainty that I have, I must, leverage this as much as I can. And like this is already enough. And like having other, the environment, like the external, like to give you feedback and to help you moving forward, it's good. But it's not guaranteed. The only guarantee you have it's your own environment, your own mind, your own processes. And if you don't have that in place, you're fucked. You're fucked because the mind's gonna fuck you up. Like I know that. I fucking know that because like 1 year, like it has been like 1 year since I've been doing all of this. I left the 95 and then like 1 year tried to get a shop, like all this thing of being an entrepreneur, like alone and like in the beginning, yeah, everyone's there, but like I saw a lot of I fucking saw it. A lot of people started with me, and then like they turned their back, they walk away, they told a lot of shit to me, and I still keep moving forward. And like I was fat, I was all fucked up, but I keep moving forward, and now I'm here, you know. But I cannot forget where I came from. Yeah, now things are getting better. Like yeah, there's, maybe there's some money here, maybe there's some support there, but the thing is, I have always to come back to the start where I had nothing, because in that moment I was the most like relentless and the most like hunger guy to go after. I was the most undeniable person in that stage where I had nothing, and I have to always keep reminding myself that I must keep moving forward. Like I had nothing, you know, because when you're the underdog, like you have an advantage. Like all the positions in the board has an advantage. And like when you have shit, you have nothing. You have nothing to lose. So therefore you can go all in. And like I have always to keep this mentality, you know, like when you have nothing, it's fucked up. But like once you start getting shit, once you start making some money, you get comfortable. You don't want to lose it, and that's the problem. That's when people start to get soft, and I cannot allow that to happen. I must always remind myself, getting back to scratch. Because that's the real treasure. The treasure is not so much on the things you can accomplish. Yeah, it's cool. But the thing is like the character, the way you behave, who you are. No, for me, it's becoming more clear. It's not about having; it's about becoming. If you have, you can lose, but you can't lose yourself. If you are, then no one can take that away from you. So yeah, man. I got very passionate about it because I have to remind myself of it. So yeah, man. We'll see. Like again, I prefer to have a more a neutral position on everything. We'll see how that goes, and If that doesn't work out, I'm gonna find a way. And if that does work out, good. Let's update the plan. So yeah, man, let's keep moving forward. Take care. Let's conquer.